Hello everyone, welcome to this lecture. As I have completed the first chapter of production and operation management, so today I am going to discuss about unit 2, in which we will read about facility location and facility layouts. Basically, what is facility location? It means it is a function to determine location for a manufacturing unit for maximum operating economy and effectiveness. It means to select a proper location for your particular unit, or you can say your production unit, is very mandatory or a very important function of production and operation management. The facility location is a critical and strategic decision which is very complex on its own. To select a proper particular place which is very beneficial for you, it is very difficult to select a suitable place, but it's very important also. So when we go for the production process, we have to select a place from where we can easily available our resources, okay, natural resources or artificial resources, whether it is water, plant, है ना, or or raw material availability, everything, manpower, all 6M should be very important for us for production. So how can we uh, how can we arrange these 6 M's? So this is also a very important thing. That's why we select a location which is nearest to all the 6 M's. Okay, we can easily capture that particular place. Location activity has been very high in recent decades as a result of technology improvement, economic growth, international expansion, and globalization. Because location activity is very important, because technology has been improved day by day. So we need that kind of place from where we can get technological advancement products. We have to make the products which is very advanced. Economic growth, we can give the economic growth to the GDP, we can give the contribution to raise the GDP, okay, because the things are going to internationally advance and globalization are found everywhere. That's why we have to select the position, we have to select the place as per the requirement of current scenario, okay, so that we can easily made or easily produce the thing which is very beneficial for us. What is the need for the selection of location? It is very difficult to find a location, but how to select the best to best location, and what is the need of a new or good selection of the location? When the business is newly started, when you are going to start a new startup, okay, if it is a small scale industry or either it is a large scale industry, but when we are starting, we first of all we will select the particular place where we get all the resources. So newly started business need a location. The existing business unit has outgrown. It originates original facilities and expansion is not possible. It means when we expand our business, okay, from one place to another place, so we need another location. If we talk about the particular layouts, okay, different companies, if we say that we are going to open a new Lenovo center, so we need a particular place that is very low in cost, but it is not possible to take a plot or take a particular location in low price. We have to start the new place, we have to select a new place, try to use, try to purchase in a low cost. But when we are going to expansion, these things can be minimized, or can be, we can say, we are going to expand, so our mind setup is also expand. The volume of business or extent of market necessity, when the volume of business is going as per the market necessity, Suppose you have a shop at the main market of the city, but the approaches of the customers are out of the city, or can say the circular road to the city, or people are living in a separate places. So you need to open another new market in that kind of place, so that the product should be available to these persons also. So we have to enhance our business, or we can establish our new outlets on that market also, where the societies are there, or which are very far from the main markets. A lease expire and the landlord does not renew the lease. Okay, if the lease is expired also, you have to select a new particular location, because lease has been expired, so you have to purchase a new plot or a new place. When a company thinks that there is a possibility of reducing the manufacturing cost by shifting from one location to the another location, now the thing comes to reduce the cost. Okay, so how can we reduce a cost of transportation cost? Okay, transportation cost is high. If the transportation cost is high, so the product cost is also very high. So how can we reduce it? We can reduce it through the shifting of the location. If the location is very close to the supplier, and the very supplier is also very close to the market, then the cost of transportation will be low. But manufacturing cost, how can we reduce the manufacturing cost? Because we can reduce the manufacturing cost as per the availability of raw material. If the availability of raw material is near to you, okay, you can purchase in low cost. When the raw material is so far from you, okay, if it for example, we can take the example of marble business. Okay, to make the floor, designing floor by the help of different kind of marbles. So it is not, marble is not available in all the cities in India. Okay, so the marble can be arranged by the transportation from the Rajasthan or another places where the mountains are available. So that's why when we are taking the marble from another particular city, so the manufacturing cost is also high. So basically we have to we can reduce the manufacturing cost through the shifting of the location. Other social or economic reasons, for instance, inadequate labor supply, shifting of the market. Some other reasons are also included to need a selection of the location, like inadequate labor supply. Manufacturing is totally depend on labor. Okay, if the labor is not working properly, or the supply of labor is very low, or we don't have or we availability of labor, so we have to shift the particular place from one place to the another place. Okay, move towards the next slide. Location theories. So these are some theories which have given by some other like economists, or some writers, which those have given the theories about location selection. So basically, number one is Alfred Weber. Alfred Weber said that all the location factors are divided into two broad categories. Alfred Weber has divided the location factors. So what are these factors? Number one is primary factor, and number two is secondary factor. Alfred Weber was a writer who says that primary factors are raw material and skilled labor, and the secondary factors are civil amenities, transportation, telecommunication, facility banking, etc. So he has given the concern, first concern or primary concern, to the raw material, availability of raw material and skilled labor. And the secondary concern he has given to civil amenities, transportation, telecommunication, and facilities and banking. So These are the things on which he concentrated to select a particular location. Yeah. So Alfred Weber has said that we have to concentrate on first of all primary factor to select the particular location, or after that we have to concentrate on the secondary factor concern. Okay. Next one is Andreas Pridolf. Andreas Pridolf said that he told that a plant will be relocated because the new location offered added advantages. He does not tell why new industries are located at particular place. He says that new location can give you best result or a change to the manufacturing process. But he did not tell what are the basic factors to select the particular location. Okay. Next, reach to the procedures. What are the procedure for selecting the location? Number one is deciding on domestic or international location. When in which country you are living. Okay, so you have to take up in your mind. You have to select the location as per your in particular country location. Decide a domestic. Either you want to purchase a domestic particular location, or you want to go for the international location. This is your concern totally. Either your work is domestic business, either your work is international business. So that will depend on your type of business. Second one is selection of region or state. If the state is very nearest to you, or in which state you are living, uh, as per the state, you also have to think about availability of raw material. Number one concern. If the availability is not there, if the raw material is very far from your place, it will be too costly for you. Okay. Availability of skilled labor. If the labor is skilled, okay, so it means it is very easy for you to understand the things to them. Okay, but you have to uh, you have to select, or you have to acquire that kind of particular resources or labor. Okay, so which is this particular situation, is a particular location is good for your availability of skilled labor. You have to think about it also. Next one is nearness to the market. Obviously the particular location should be near to the market, so that you can easily you can easily available uh, you can make the availability of your product in the market, or you can easily purchase those things for your production also from the market. Or market is also a concern for labor also. Okay, labor want that the location of particular uh, facility, a particular manufacturing unit should be near to the market, because when they are coming from other city, they want that kind of place where they can easily purchase uh, food, easily purchase easily can take a rental house, or if you are giving the accommodation, that is another thing. But the labor is not that much have their own they want to purchase their own things, so market should be available there. Availability of power supply. Obviously power is power supply or electricity should be there. If you purchase a location at that place where the availability of power supply is nil, so how can you run your manufacturing process through the machineries? It is not possible. Or you can select a place like in the forest, so it is not possible to supply the power to forest. Okay, or you can take the location in villages. So villages power supply is not that much good, so you have to select a place as per power supply also. Industrialization basically goes in that NCRs, or we can say MNCs are established in metro cities, because the power supply of metro cities are very good. Okay, next is transportation facility. When the transportation facility is good, means the availability of suppliers. Okay, whether you are purchasing the material or whether you are supplying the finished good, the transportation facility should be very good or nearest. Next one is suitability of the climate. When you are purchasing a flat for you, so you also go there, and after roaming you know that the climate is good of that particular flat. It means the cross ventilation is there, the plantry should be there, some garden should be there, or water facility was there. So these are the basic things which is very beneficial or very required for your production places. Government policies, uh, government policies also affect that particular like location. Okay, if the particular location you have going to purchase, but this is under the guidance, under the consideration of government, you cannot purchase it, or you can purchase through the interference of the government. So government interference will be there, you have to take this thing in your mind. Okay. Next thing is competition between the states. Yes, if there is a competition between states, it will also create a bias in your production. How? If we say, and if we consider UP, Uttar Pradesh with Kashmir, okay, or we can say other states to the Kashmir, so obviously Kashmir and other states have a competition between them, or we can say the Kashmir, to available the your resources from the Kashmir, it's very difficult to manage. So you have to take this thing also in your mind, keep this thing also in your mind, that this is also a very important thing to consider. Now let's move towards the next point. Yeah. Uh, the third step is selection of location or locality or community. After the selection of a state, we comes to the locality or particular community. So we select the city as per the availability of civil amenities for employees. Okay, civic amenities should be there, like water resources, plant resources, rental houses, food and particular things. Okay, cleanliness. These all things are should be there. Existence of competitive industry, competing industries. If the existence of competing industries are there, it means there is a chance to your growth. Competition have two concerns always: positive concern or negative concern. It impact your business through the positively and negatively. Okay, so that is your decision, that you want competitive industries in your market or not. Okay, if there is a competition, you can switch there, or if there is you want competition, you should stay there. Next thing is finance oriented facilities. Yeah, banks and financial institutions should be there, so that you can easily borrow your investment money from the market or finance industries. Okay. Next one is research oriented facility. Obviously, if the research and development authorities or research and development departments are not there, so it's very difficult for you. Suppose you are making preservatives, using preservative products, like you are making some beverages for you, or you can make jam, jelly, or anything which consumed for 1 week or 1 month. Okay, so it is very mandatory to check your product, if your product is verified or not as per the market. So research oriented facility should be there. Next one is availability of water supply. the water supply is good, then you can purchase that particular place. Firefighting facilities. Obviously, firefighting facilities, like if your company got fired, so you need a fire extinguisher should be there, okay, nearby you. Next one is local taxes and restriction. If the taxes, locally taxes are high or restrictions are high in the market, then this can create a problem with you, to you. So you have to consider you have to select the place where the taxes are low and restrictions are very low. So it can be a good place for you. Step number 4 is selection of the site. Okay, now when you have selected a city, next thing is selection of the site, a particular place when you are going to, what you are going to purchase. Okay, when suppose you are going to start up a agriculture unit. Okay, so you have to consider what things: a size of that particular land, soil, what soil is erosion or how it is erosion or what. Okay, so a productive soil, two types of soil are there: productive soil or erosion soil. So soil is a good concern for you. Next is size. What is the size of that particular agriculture unit? Next is topography. Topography refers to the climate and different yeah, climate should be there. Okay, disposal of waste. Yeah, this is also a very good concern. If there is no any place for disposal of your waste, that can create a problem for you. Okay, can uh, government can restrict your particular unit. Okay, if uh, you are wasting the things and you are throwing without any dustbin or without any uh, packaging. You have to packaging your waste and then you can throw through the particular place, otherwise government can restrict your business. Now let's come towards the facility location models. There are some models have given through the different writers to select a particular location. So number one is factor rating method. What is factor rating method? We will discuss in another slides. Point number two is point rating method. Three is qualitative factor analysis. Fourth one is locational break even analysis, and fifth one is center of gravity method. So now I am starting the factor rating method. Basically, factor rating method is a method in which the company has given the rating to different factors when we are going to select a particular location. So he will give a rating like 1 to 10 or 1 to 5 to a location or B location on different factors. How we will explain, we will understand it through a numerical. Number one is tax advantage. If the tax advantage, the company has given the rating to tax advantage is 4. Suitability of skilled labor 3. Proximity to the customer is 3. Proximity to supplier 5. Adequacy of water supply is 1. Receptivity of community 5. Quality of education system 4. Access to rail and air transport 3. Suitability of climate 2. Or availability of power supply 2. These ratings has been given through the through the different methods. Okay, through the you can say through the company. Different companies are also using these models. Okay, as per these models the company has given these ratings to the locations. Okay, now location rating is location A and location B. Suppose he takes two different location in their mind. Okay, location A and location B. Now how can they select which location is best for them? So now they will calculate the actual rating. So we can go through Tax advantage number 1, factor rating 4 is there, okay, and location A factor rating is 8. Now we will multiply this 8 to this 4 and 8 4s are 32. So location A rating is now 32. Next one is 3 multiplied by 2. Now the skilled labor rating goes to 6. Proximity to customer. They have give the rating to customer is 3 and location is 6. So 6 multiplied 3 is 18. Now proximity to supplier. So they have given the rating, factor rating 5 and location rating 2. So now 5 2s are 10. Adequate water supply 1 into 3, the rating is now 3. Receptivity of community 5 into 4 is 20. Now quality of education system 4 into 1 is equal to 4. Access to rail and air transport 3 multiply 10 by 30. Suitability of climate 2 multiply 7 by 14. Availability of power supply 6 multiply 2 is 12. So now we will calculate overall rating from point 1 to the 10. Okay. So location A rating total comes to 149. Okay. Now we will calculate location B rating. Yeah, just do it as per location A. 6 multiply 4, 24. 3 multiply 3, 9. 5 multiply 3, 15. 5 multiply 4, 20. Adequate water supply 1 multiply by location number 5, 3 is equal to 3 multiply 1 is equal to 3. Receptivity to community 5 multiply 3 is equal to 15. Quality of education system 4 multiply 2, 8. Access to rail and air transportation 3 multiply 8, 24. Suitability of climate 2 multiply 9 is equal to 18. Availability of power supply 2 multiply by 4 is equal to 8. Now we will add 1 to 10. So the calculation comes to, and the result is 144. Location A rating is 149 and location B rating is 144. So which rating is high? Location A. Okay. So as per this particular location rating, location A is the best location. Okay. As per the factor rating method, we calculated that location A is best location, best suitable location for us. Okay. Next, move to second method. This is called point rating method. As per factor rating, in this particular rating method, the company has given some points to each and every factor. Okay, and that points can be can vary. Okay. Number 1, as per this diagram, or we can say this question, we will solve which particular location is best suitable place for us. So number 1 is future availability of fuel. 300 maximum possible points is given 300. Transportation flexibility and growth, they have given 200 points to it. Adequate of water supply in the future, 100 points has given. Point number 4 is skilled labor availability in the future, 250 points has given. Point number 5, pollution related rules and regulation, 30 points allotted to this particular factor. Point number 6, site topography, 50 points has given. Point number 7, living condition, 150 points has given. Now we will see that location A and location B. So some factors rating in points rating, they had given some points to the location A. In fuel availability, they had given 200 points. Okay. In transportation flexibility, they had given 50 points. Adequate water supply, they have given 100 points. In skilled labor availability in future, they had given 220 points. Pollution related rules and regulation, in this they have given 20 points. Site topography 40 points. Living condition 100 points. Okay, now we will simply add from 1 to 7. 830 is the total. Okay, the maximum possible points are 830. Now location B, 250 points as allotted to future availability of resources. Transportation flexibility 150 points. Adequacy of water supply in future 100 points. Skilled labor availability in future 200 points. Pollution related rules and regulation 20 points. Site topography 30 points. Living condition 150 points. This is a very simple method. Only you have to calculate, or you can add the simply the particular points. Okay, now add location A points and add location B points. Location A total is 830 and location B total is 875. Which one is high? So location B rating is higher than location A. So 875 is the best location. We can say that location B is the best location for our plant. Okay. So I think these are not that much difficult for you. It's very easy methods to select a location, and company use it for their selection of location. Now the next one comes to qualitative factor analysis. Now we will move towards the next method, that is qualitative factor analysis. What is this? We have given there are some factors given to the this particular diagram, or we can say the numerical. Number one is production cost. The in this particular numerical, company has assigned some weights to the different factors. Number one is production cost. Assigned weight is 0.35. Number two, raw material supply. Assigned weight is 0.25. Skilled labor availability 0.20. Cost of living 0.05. Environment 0.05. Market 0.10. Now we will see the scores. The company has given some scores to different location A, B, C, D. Now how can we select which one the best location? We can see this. Okay. Number one is location A. In production cost selection, in production cost, A location has the point 50, has given the point 50. Okay. In raw material supply, they have given 2A 70. In skilled labor availability, they had given A to 60 points. For cost of living, they had given to 80 points to cost of living. Number 5, environment, they has given 50 points to this particular location. In market, they has given 70 points to this location. Okay, same as B, 40, 80, 70, 70, 60, 90. Same as C, 60, 80, 60, 40, 70, 80. And in D, 30, 60, 50, 80, 90 and 50. Now we have to select which one is best. So what we will do, we do the calculation, simple calculation, simply multiply from location A. So first of all we will go to A level of location. So we will multiply this 52.35, and now we what we found 17.5. Okay, now 70 multiplied by 0.25, what we will get 17.5. 60 multiplied by 0.2 is 12. 0.5 multiplied by 0.4 by 80 is equal to 4. 0.5 multiplied by 50 is equal to 2.5. Now 0.10 calculated by 70 or multiply by 70 and we will get 7. Now we will add all the points of A location. Now what we found? 60.5. Okay, do it with me also. Point number now location number B. Simply we will multiply 40 2.35, it is 40, 80 2.25, it's 20, 7 2.20, 14, 40 2.05, it's 3.5, 60 2.25 is 3, 90 and multiply by 0.10 is 9. Now simply add location B rating. After the addition, we will get 63.5 score. Okay. As per my calculation, you have to do C location or D location. I am giving you the time, 2 minutes time for this. So after the calculation, which rating is highest? 66.6, 66.5 score is high and it is of location C. So C is the highest rating location or preferred location for our particular location. So we will select location C is the preferable. Okay.